Who would have thought that the Golden Magne, known for lighting up global stages with his voice and dance, would also conquer the strict world of military discipline and come out not just stronger, but at the very top, just one day before his official discharge from South Korea's 5th Infantry Division. Jungkook BTS has been named the top graduate of his military unit, a title awarded only to soldiers who demonstrate exceptional leadership, performance, discipline, and resilience. And while fans across the globe already knew Jungkook was extraordinary, what truly stole the spotlight was Jin's emotional reaction upon hearing the news. It happened early this morning during a closed military ceremony attended by senior officers, instructors, and selected guests. Jungkook stood tall in uniform as he was handed the award certificate and medal recognizing his outstanding service over the past 18 months. His fellow soldiers clapped proudly, many nodding in agreement as the commanders praised Jungkook's perseverance, humility, and quiet strength. But what most people didn't see, until now, was the silent figure in the back of the crowd, Kim Seokjin, the eldest BTS member and Jungkook's military hyung, who had completed his own service just a year prior. According to insider reports, Jin requested special permission to attend the private event, arriving quietly and keeping his presence low profile to avoid stealing the moment from his younger brother. Witnesses say that when Jungkook's name was announced as the top graduate, Jin became visibly emotional. He didn't cheer loudly or make a dramatic gesture. He simply wiped tears from his eyes, his lips trembling with pride. He didn't want anyone to notice, said one soldier who was present. But it was clear this meant everything to him. You could feel his heart in the silence. After the ceremony, the two brothers shared a quiet embrace away from the cameras. Jin reportedly whispered, "You've always made us proud, but today, you've made history." Back at HYB, the news spread like wildfire. Staff who had worked with both members for years sent congratulatory messages, some calling Jungkook's achievement a reflection of the same dedication he's always had as an artist. Others pointed out that Jin had always looked out for Jungkook, both on and off stage, and today was no different. Social media, of course, exploded. Hashtags like #JungkookTopGraduate, #ProudHyungjin, and #MagneGoes military legend began trending worldwide. Fans posted heartfelt messages, old photos of the two members, and clips of their bond throughout BTS's journey. One fan tweeted, "He conquered the world stage, and now he's conquered the battlefield. Jungkook, you're a legend. And Jin, thank you for always being his silent guardian." Others noted how poetic the moment felt. The eldest BTS member, returning quietly to honor the youngest. Two soldiers, two brothers, standing tall in a place far removed from stadium lights and screaming crowds. Jungkook, ever humble, gave only a brief statement following the award. "I didn't aim for this," he said. "I just wanted to do my duty right. This is an honor I share with my fellow soldiers and with my family, especially my hyung." As the countdown to his official return begins, the world now sees Jungkook in a new light. Not just as an idol, but as a man of integrity, discipline, and strength. And by his side, as always, stands Jin, his biggest supporter, his proudest brother. What's next for Jungkook? What kind of music will be born from this journey of growth, sweat, and silent tears? And will we soon see a new side of BTS that reflects the transformation these years have brought? ChatGPT belong. Later that day, as Jungkook quietly packed up his military belongings in preparation for his official discharge, a new kind of energy followed him, one not born from fame, but from a deep, earned respect. Soldiers from other units approached him, not as fans, but as fellow men who had shared trenches, drills, and sleepless nights. They saluted him with pride, whispering words like, "You deserve it," and "We'll miss you, Sergeant John." Meanwhile, Jin waited patiently near the exit gate, choosing not to rush or disrupt the sacred last moments of Jungkook's military chapter. He stood beneath the gray June sky, arms folded, eyes calm. When Jungkook finally appeared, carrying his backpack and a heart full of memories, Jin greeted him not with applause, but with a firm hug and a simple phrase, "You did good, Kookie." The rawness of the moment was something no stage performance could replicate. Two men who once shared dorm rooms, dance rehearsals, and world tours now stood as brothers forged by something deeper, sacrifice and duty. After a short, quiet ride back into the city, the two reportedly visited their favorite restaurant, an old Korean barbecue place near their original practice studio. A few lucky fans spotted them and respected their space, later posting only a distant photo with a caption. They looked like family. No idle glamour, just two brothers proud of each other. Back at HYB, preparations for Jungkook's re-entry into the entertainment world had already begun, but staff were reportedly instructed to let him breathe. According to an internal source, Jin personally requested the company to allow Jungkook at least a week of peace, free from media appearances and project meetings. Let him rest, Jin was quoted as saying. He earned that more than anyone. It's also rumored that Big Hit will release a short documentary film covering Jungkook's military journey, featuring testimonials from fellow soldiers and exclusive behind-the-scenes footage, one that will showcase not only his training, but the emotional layers of his growth. Jin, it is said, may serve as the narrator. And what about the other members of BTS? Though currently pursuing solo schedules or preparing their own returns, the group chat reportedly lit up with messages and memes the moment Jungkook's award was announced. RM sent a virtual salute. J-Hope, who had just returned from his own military discharge, replied with a string of fire emojis. They posted a childhood photo of Jungkook and simply wrote, "Legend." And Jimin, always the closest to Jungkook, sent a voice note full of laughter and warmth. Top graduate? I knew it. Next, let's win Daesang again. As fans across the world light up Twitter, TikTok, and Weverse with messages of support, the sentiment is overwhelmingly clear. Jungkook didn't just survive the military, he mastered it. He embraced the challenge, gave it his all, and returned not just as a celebrity, but as a symbol of what it means to be grounded, humble, and extraordinary. The phrase top graduate may seem simple, but within it lies a world of sacrifice, silence, and strength. For Jungkook, it wasn't about the medal. It was about becoming someone his brothers could be proud of. And most of all, someone his young, Jin, could call not just the best performer, but the best soldier. As the sun sets on Jungkook's military era, a new dawn begins. His voice, his story, and his passion are about to take flight once again. And somewhere in that journey, Jin will be watching, smiling, guiding, always proud. Jungkook, singer, dancer, soldier, leader, and now a graduate of excellence. What will he do next? Only time will tell. But for now, let us all remember this moment. A brotherhood stronger than uniformed, a legacy beyond music. And as the clock ticks down to midnight on June 11th, 2025, the world collectively holds its breath. Not for a concert, not for an album drop, but for the homecoming of a young man who left as a superstar and returns as a national hero. In front of the BTS dormitory, now partially used for company meetings, a soft light glows through the window. Staff have been quietly preparing a simple, yet heartfelt welcome space. No cameras, no glamour, just warmth. A banner, hand-lettered by longtime stylists and managers, hangs near the door. Welcome home, Jungkook. We never left. Inside, Jin paces slowly, checking everything from the snacks Jungkook loves to the playlist, a mix of BTS classics and some calming ballads. When asked why he insisted on setting it up himself, Jin smiled. I miss taking care of him. Let me do this. At precisely 0:01, a black van pulls into the driveway. The door opens and out steps Jungkook, no longer in uniform, but in simple jeans, a white t-shirt, and a face that looks both grown and boyish. As he enters the dorm, the room erupts, not in screams, but in silence. Every eye wells up. Every smile is real. Jin walks up, holding out a single box. Inside, a small pendant made from a recycled military button, engraved with Jungkook's service number and the word, Pride. It's not gold, Jin says, but it's heavier than any metal. Jungkook takes it without a word. His eyes fill with tears once more, just like they did the morning he received his mother's letter. And then he says, softly but clearly, I didn't just do this for my country. I did this for you all. Fans don't get to see this scene, but they feel it. Across Weverse and every social media platform, the fandom becomes one single heartbeat, proud, moved, and united. Montages of Jungkook's journey, from wide-eyed trainee to decorated soldier, flood timelines. Armies begin writing letters not to the idol, but to the man. Thank you for coming back stronger. Thank you for not losing yourself. Thank you for becoming our pride. And perhaps the most poetic full-circle moment comes when Jin posts a new photo on his Instagram. A picture of Jungkook asleep on the couch, the pendant still in his hand, and a caption that simply reads, My brother is home. Let the world be ready. What happens next is a mystery only Jungkook can unfold. Will his next music hold echoes of the military drills, the cold dawns, the handwritten letter that shook him to tears.